Hello and welcome to week 1 of FMC Fridays. Hopefully this will be a group thing I can do with more people, but since I only had the idea to do this like yesterday, I don't have time for getting a bunch of people to do it before actually Friday, so I'll just be reconstructing the PB single I just got, which is 19. So looking at the scramble, we have two bad edges on green front, so they're here and here. This scramble is great, by the way. I had a ton of short DRs and a lot of promising stuff, but what I ended up doing was you can do F to get to 4 bad edges and then switch. So after, I actually did F prime. So you do F prime, and then if we niche trace our edges, they're going to be here, 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 and then here. So we can see on inverse our EAO solution is just going to be R prime F. So after switching, after the first move, go to the inverse, you can see R prime F to finish EO. So from here, the DR solution I ended up doing was U prime R, and that gets us to DR minus 4C4E, and then doing F2, D2, F2, then U prime, L prime to get to DR. And this is DR minus 2C, 2C, 2E. So this is pretty much the best HDR subset you can realistically hope for. The average optimal finish is like 12, and it's very blocky, as you can see too. So I actually looked at some other DRs before going back to this one. There was some 9 2/4 turn DRs, but they were being too annoying to solve. So to get to HDR on this, it actually already has the 5-move trigger set up. So you can change that to an L2, then do D prime to set up to this, then F2, and then now we just have the trigger already set up. So we can just finish HDR with U, L2, U prime. Then we get to this. This is not great looking at first glance, so I tried a bunch of stuff, but what I ended up doing was D2, R2. So then from here, this looks like a kind of case you can solve by doing something like that. But then you want to pay attention, because ideally, if you're going to be doing this, you want to just end by leaving slice instead of like 2E, 2E. So I saw these two edges right here are unsolved, so how you're going to do it to solve corners and leave slice is going to be F, B, D2, F prime, B prime. So then that F right there cancels with the first move on the normal to give us 20 to leave slice. So from there, my kind of approach to doing it was like harnessing this. So I wrote out the moves that were in the, like I bracketed up the DR part of the solution, and then I did the moves after the DR, then scrambled the cube, and then I started going up to the place that I ended, which would be right before the L prime in the final solution. So then I got to here after doing R2, and I just noticed instead of like finishing the skeleton like doing D2U and so on, that I can actually just finish the cube with D prime, F2, U prime, R2U, and that actually doubles as both a slice solution and a shorten in one, so that went from 22 slice to 19 as my final solution.